Coronation Street is getting closer to revealing which character will die in its major ongoing mystery, with tonight's episode dropping more possible clues. In a flash-forward scene, Betsy Swain discovered a dead body, later confirmed to be one of 5 suspects: Megan Walsh, Theo Silverton, Maggie Driscoll, Jodie Ramsey, or Carl Webster. Following the previous episode, where Megan was arrested over allegations involving Will Driscoll, the tension remained high as the new episode began. Maggie continued making sharp remarks, frustrating Eva Price, and even accused Ben of being too distracted by the pub to notice what was really happening. Ignoring her family's warnings, she admitted she had been carrying out her own investigation and had spoken to Chloe from Hull, who had previously been linked to Will. Chloe denied being the person hiding in the hotel room on Will's 16th birthday, leading the family to suspect it was actually Megan, though they were unable to obtain CCTV proof. Maggie's determination, along with her striking comment that Megan would only escape justice over my dead body, or preferably hers, has raised suspicions and could hint at future events. This has led to speculation about whether Maggie might try to kill Megan or even lose her own life in the process, especially given her past actions. The truth is expected to be revealed on April 23rd. Meanwhile, another development saw Leanne throw out Megan's belongings and discover pregnancy vitamins in her drawer, which she then shared with the Driscoll family, possibly providing the crucial evidence they have been searching for. Coronation Street's Carla Connor is set to face a difficult decision next week as Jodie Ramsey makes a calculated move. Carla could end up making a serious mistake when Jodie offers to take baby Connie off her hands, raising the question of whether she can really trust her neighbor. At number 6, Carla and Lisa Swain share a sweet moment caring for the baby they've recently taken in, but their peace is soon interrupted when Jodie spots them and offers her help with babysitting. However, Carla and Lisa remain unaware of just how unsettling Jodie's behavior has become. Her actions have been growing increasingly suspicious, especially after she recently pretended to be another child's mother at the hospital, suggesting there may be something deeper behind her behavior. This raises concerns about whether her offer to care for Connie is driven by similar motives. Jodie is quick to reassure Carla that she is fully capable and qualified to look after the baby, but doubts remain about whether she can be trusted. Earlier, Betsy Swain and Dylan Wilson also offered to help, and they are later seen looking after Connie while she sleeps. Although they seem confident, their lack of experience could lead to problems if anything goes wrong. Carla and Lisa are unlikely to take mistakes lightly, which could put pressure on the teenagers during their babysitting attempt. With Jodie continuing to push her offer, Carla now faces a crucial choice. The real question is whether she will hand over responsibility for her niece, and if Jodie's intentions are as harmless as she claims. Coronation Street spoilers reveal that Bernie secretly meets with Mal. At the Chariot Square Hotel, Ryan grows uneasy as he watches Bernie walk down the corridor, knock on a room door, and slip inside. Mal makes it clear how much her presence means to him, inviting her to sit beside him on the bed. As Bernie struggles to mask her discomfort, she faces a difficult decision about whether to go along with his request. Meanwhile, Todd is dealing with a severe headache after the previous day's events, while Theo remains unsympathetic and heads out for a run. George later asks for a cup of tea, and when Theo returns, he assumes Todd is in the bathroom and begins shouting harsh comments through the door. However, when Todd appears with tea bags and George walks out of the bathroom, Theo is left shocked. The situation raises questions about how George will respond. Elsewhere, Ben opens up to Steve and Tim, admitting he feels responsible for letting Will down and regrets ever trusting Megan. Both Steve and Tim offer their support. In another development, Jodie offers to babysit Connie and reassures Carla that she has the necessary experience. Finally, Sam confides in Hope that he has thrown away his phone, fearing that Daniel may have been monitoring his emails, and believes it's safer to stay cautious. Coronation Street is set to reveal Theo Silverton's true colors next week, as George Shuttleworth accidentally overhears his outburst. The villain has spent months charming Todd Grimshaw's friends and family while making Todd's life miserable behind closed doors, but his dark side may finally be exposed. The dramatic episode follows the fallout from Theo surprising Todd with an unexpected wedding. While we can't reveal exactly what happens at the ceremony, Todd is left emotionally shaken and struggling to process the whirlwind of events. Tension remains between Todd and Theo, who storms off for a run, leaving Todd alone. George visits to check on his friend, bringing a cup of tea. When Theo returns to the empty flat, he hears noises from the bathroom and assumes it's Todd inside. Theo launches a barrage of abusive remarks, only to be stunned when George steps out of the bathroom and Todd returns from a quick errand for tea bags. With his true nature now on display, questions arise about whether Todd will finally confide in George about the full extent of his ordeal. Actor Gareth Pierce, who plays Todd, explains, "Todd is being pulled in so many directions that there's a part of him hoping someone can save him and take him out of the situation. Maybe there's also a part fighting for the relationship with Theo, thinking it's still fixable. Todd's stress levels are at melting point." Fans have previously seen Billy Mayhew notice warning signs in Theo's behavior. While Billy tried to help Todd escape the abusive relationship, their plans were derailed by the Corriedale crash. In shocking events, Theo left Billy to die, ensuring that many of his sinister secrets were taken to the grave. Jodie Ramsey edges closer to achieving her plan in Coronation Street after a secretive moment with David Platt. On the day of baby Harper's operation, Jodie saw the perfect opportunity to get closer to David, aiming to divert his attention from his wife, Shona Platt. Her strategy is slow and subtle, designed to avoid arousing suspicion. A few weeks ago, she confided in David about her difficult childhood, contrasting it with the chaotic but loving life of the Platts. She also invited him to watch a film with her, claiming she didn't want to be alone. Jodie's manipulations have included stealing Shona's wedding ring and using it as an excuse to spend time with David. In tonight's episode, the Platt family gathered at the hospital to support David and Shona during Harper's operation. While initially appreciated, the family's overfamiliarity and constant chatter quickly irritated the couple. When Shona and David learned that Harper had suffered a bleed, a stressed David asked everyone to leave. Once alone, he encountered Jodie in a corridor. Jodie tried to comfort David and suggested he might need a hug. Though he found it unusual, David hugged her and casually told her to keep it a secret. This small instruction could give Jodie leverage in the future. As Jodie left the hospital, she encountered a new mother who mistook her for Shona, allowing Jodie to maintain the deception that she was David's partner and Harper's mother. Harper's operation was ultimately successful, and that evening David and Shona spent quiet time with their daughter. Meanwhile, Jodie lingered outside, staring through a window, a clear indication that she covets Shona's life. The question now is whether Jodie will succeed in her plan or if David will reveal her manipulations to Shona. Coronation Street is shown on weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes also available to stream on ITVX.